everyone, welcome to Reading with Eve, and let's get on with the bookish video. This is my new home library. Well, it is a work in progress, but after 7 months of waiting around, chasing solicitors, being super broke from all the solicitor fees and things we might need for the house and mortgage payments and all that boring bureaucracy crap, we are now in our own home that we purchased. Well, it probably wouldn't have taken 7 months if the first house that we went for didn't screw us over, because they were, in British terms, taking a piss. But you know, it is what it is now. We are happy here and we are making it our home. But like I said, this is not the final look of this place. I have ideas. I want to add some texture to the walls. As you can see, it's a bit kind of forest green vibes. I'm going for a bit of like a cottagecore thing. And I want to add some kind of like a bit of a decorative tape maybe to just add some texture to it. I want to hang up a picture frame or two maybe. And the biggest thing is I want to change the shelves because they're fine and they're functional. But I would like to get ones that aren't black because I kind of grew out of the whole, a furniture is only sleek if it's black. And that's the only way to go. I kind of want either, I don't know, maybe like a darker brown or like mahogany or something. Just something with a bit more vibrancy, texture, and, well, color. So that's the idea, but obviously as everything is very expensive these days, I don't know when that's gonna happen. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, in the next like 6-ish months or something like that, because I need to buy them in one go, because, I mean, it looks fine and I can pull that off, but the middle shelf of these black ones, I bought it from a different retailer than the other two, and I didn't look at the measurements properly. That's why it's smaller. And like I said, it looks fine, but it's not my end goal. I want shelves just wall to wall. Now there's like that bit of an awkward gap behind the chair, but you know, it's all coming together. It will happen. But for now, this is our setup. If you see things changing in the background, this is why. To start with, I will walk you through all the books here. I did film the segment for that, I think, last week, so it's already a little bit out of date, but I thought, you know what, I'll just put it out, because chances are I'm always going to be getting a book here and there, so it's never going to be completely fully in date. But without any further ado, let's see what books I got. Right, so I will start from the bottom. So here is kind of like a random horror kind of shelf, because as you can see, there's just the most random selection, and that's because I'm still, like, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna organize some of them, and if I'm gonna unhaul some more, you know, the ones that I don't like or whatever. But as you can see, some Stephen King there, limited collection, because obviously I'm not, like, I do really love some of his work, but I'm not like a blind follower who will keep anything of his that I bought, even if I didn't like it, just because it's Stephen King. So unread stuff on the shelf is The Terror, Imaginary Friend, Thin Air, and The Bear. And technically, I'm not done with House of Leaves. Like, I'm only 100-something pages in, but that'll probably take me another 10 years. We'll see. Then I have, so this is kind of, again, a bit of a mixture, because it's still all in progress, as I mentioned. So I have the Red Eye Young Adult Horror Collection, that I think is quite underrated. I've never seen people talk about these books apart from Frozen Charlotte. One of the booktubers has spoken about it, I think. I just don't remember who. But yeah, nothing else. And they are actually really decent books, so I would definitely recommend all of them. Then I have my hardcovers. As you can see, I've read all of these. I'm building a little bit of Ronald Malfi collection as well. I got my horror games here, the interactive story ones, Until Dawn, The Quarry, Dark Picture Anthology. Just a little bit of, you know, paying my respects to the horror shrine, so to speak. And yeah, I'm thinking of like decorating, finding some horror trinkets to put on the shelves as well. Then I have, again, I was thinking of doing like something, you know, young adult or like adult horror, but it didn't quite work out that way in a sense of the space that I have and just the thickness of the books and like their height and all that. As you can see, some of them are not perfect height, and I'm trying to get out of that annoying me because it's very hard to sort them out how I like to sort them out and have them be the same height as well. Because why do publishers do this? Why do they just print random heights? I don't know. So anyway, as you can see, it's like a little bit of a color palette that I was going for here. And I read all of these. And a little bit of a separator there. Again, that's a work in progress. And here is my slasher corner. So here, at the time of filming, I still haven't read Camp Slasher. The Love Song of Nathan Crane, I don't know if that's going to be a slasher, like a psychological, but it seems fitting to put it there for now, so it's going to just chill there for now. And Cloud in the Cornfield, so I haven't read those. Then the other horror shelf, again, like I said, I tried to go for like a little bit of a color scheme, so I've not read The September House, Mouthful of Birds, Sorry, Near the Bone, Meddling Kids, Mother Thing, Battle Royale, and The Final Girl Sport. Yeah, a little bit of a Grady Hendrix corner there. And I wouldn't even like call Grady like my favorite author or anything, but I just think that for the horror landscape, he is quite unique, and his stories, even if I didn't love them, I still appreciated his writing and stuff, so I thought, you know what, it makes sense to have like a little stack for him. So then I have my favorite thrillers on this shelf. So I've not read these three in the Sweet Pea franchise, but I absolutely adored the first book. And like, look how colorful they are. It's like a bit of a color corner. Then I have My Boy Riley. Again, a bit of a shrine for him, I guess. Because so far all of his books have been hits for me. Like, the lowest one was a 3.5. That's a really good ranking, I think. So I still have Home Before Dark, Middle of the Night, and the only one left to read. I need to get Lock Every Door. It will go in that pile as well. Then I have some random standalones that I enjoyed. I have my Lisa Jewell corner. I did unhaul a couple of Lisa Jewell books that I didn't love because I'm trying to be more strict with it. And as you see, I don't have as much space as I hoped I would. So I have still to read The Truth of Melody Brown, The Third Wife, and The Girls. So I'm gonna see what happens there. And then I have all of these that have been some of my favorites for years. I've not read They Never Learn yet, but I just have a feeling that is definitely going to be a favorite. I've not read Dark Places, but again, Gillian Flynn has always been a hit for me. And then again, some of my pretty much all-time faves, authors and books. I did get rid of one Ruth Ware's book that didn't work for me, The Woman in Cabin 10, but you know, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, so I still have What Have You Done left to read by Shari Lapina, but that's about it. A little bit of Courtney Summers corner there as well. So that is this shelf here. Just a little bit of a wider view, as you can see. There you go. And then bit of a fantasy shelf. So this is kind of like a dystopian. I don't read much of it, but you never know. I might find something that I like. This is my V. Schwab corner. I still need to read, like, I need to finish Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I'm kind of, like, halfway through. We did it as a buddy read with Charlie, and she was in a slump, and I, like, it was too hot to try to read it. It was, like, 25, 30 degrees. I'm like, this is not the weather for that, so we will pick it back up. Then I've not read A Darker Shade of Magic and Gallant either, but I'll get to that. Then my friend from work, she gave me this series for my birthday. So I have no idea what they're about, but we'll figure it out. I mean, I trust her taste. Like, she's a fantasy girly, so I think for, like, any fantasy recommendations, she would be a good one to go to. Then I have this is just kind of like a random fantasy shelf. Like bits and pieces of random ones that I kept, because I'm a bit picky when it comes to fantasy, so it takes me a while to actually, you know, find ones that I like. But yeah, out of these ones, I've not read Wayward yet. I've not read the Tangleroot Palace. I think that's a short story collection. Dance of Blood and Velvet. The thing is, I bought this for 99 pence in, like, this nerd bookshop, and I didn't realize that that was a sequel. So if I do want to try this one, I need to get the first one. Then I have this Dark Academia corner here, and I know they're not really fantasy, not all of them, but the thing is, I didn't know where else to put them, and I was like, you know what? They can just go there, it's fine. It's my shelf. I can do what I want with it. So out of them, I've not read Catherine House. Then it's my Harry Potter collection. I'm not gonna give J.K. Rowling, you know, my airtime and talk about her. I know where I stand with her crap, and that's that, but Harry Potter is my childhood, and I'm not gonna let her ruin that for me. Then this is like another random fantasy corner of just, like big print books, like, you know, books that are really long, that are really tall, and wouldn't fit on the other shelves. So out of these, I've not read Discovery of Witches, and I'm kind of afraid to, because it's a chunker, The Witches of New York, and Circe. So yeah, I still have those. Then, here, so these are, books in Lithuanian, as you can see. The first Vampire Diaries book, and, like, some other L.J. Smith, The Secret Circle, and some of my fantasy series that I really loved as a kid and teenager. And I'm not sure if they're translated into English, so I know I'm kind of just showing you for no reason, but, you know, it'd be how it'd be. Unfortunately, I guess, German and Scandinavian authors don't love English language, like, to translate into it, but yeah, so I really loved these, so I kept them. And these are, like, full-on fairy tale retellings. Yeah, I read all of these on here, but yeah, as you can see, it's like Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, Alice, whatever. These are, well, obviously they're the Court of Thorns and Roses. These aren't mine books. These aren't mine. These aren't my books, is what I meant to say. The same friend from work, she lent them to me because she wants me to try them. And, I've heard some bad things about them, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? I'll give it a go, see what happens. If I didn't pay for them, and it gives us something to chat about that's not related to our trauma at work. So, you know, fun times. These are, my fiance's. He's big on skullduggery, so, I'm not gonna talk too much about them. So that's my fantasy shelf there. Just bear with me while I move the chair out of the way. These are the same games that my fiance has. We still need to organize them at the time of filming this, so I'm not gonna walk you through them. Just, you know, video games of various sorts. Some of them are, like, I play, some of them are just his, but yeah. So, here are a lot of books that I haven't read yet, so depending on how I'm feeling, I'm probably gonna reorganize, like, these two shelves are, there's a chance they'll be empty, because I might not like any of the books that I haven't read yet that I put here, but we'll see. So,
I have Black is the Night here that I haven't read. It's like a crime noir short story collection. Falling. Candy I did read when I was a teenager. And I think it was like 15 years old or something, I think I was. And I loved it. So unless I now hate it upon rereading it, because I'm going to read it in English. So basically it's like reading for the first time, you know, that book. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it, but I'm probably going to keep that one. Then My Lovely Wife, I've not read yet. A little bit of like that little blue yellow corner are the ones I read. The Perfect Wife I've not read yet. She started it, The Soulmate, but I loved the other Sally Hepworth's book, Darling Girl, so I'm sure that I'm gonna like this one as well. Mother Hens I've not read yet. And the Mindfuck series I've not read yet. The Shards, technically I know it's transgressive, but not a thriller, but I pretty much got rid of all of my transgressive books because I don't want to have them anymore. And this is pretty much the only Bread's book. This is the only Bread's book that I kept. Because I thought that the whole like serial killer, all of that storyline was actually like thriller-esque and it was quite interesting. So it's the only one I wanted to keep. Yeah, I also hold the ones that I haven't read because I've just gone off it, I guess. It's just changed, I suppose, you know, it's one of them. Here I got The Christmas Appeal that I haven't read yet. Kayla, The Gathering, All the Beautiful Lies, Fear, Love Me Not, Family Next Door, Ripper, Pretty Girl. So yeah, actually this whole stack, all unread. So it could be gone. I don't know. We'll find out. But it will be interesting to know. But so yeah, like I'm not sure about the organization of this, but I just tried going by color for now and seeing what's what. So if in the next coming months you'll see this empty out, you'll know that I didn't like any of them, but we'll see. Then I have, again, all of this, like all of this Waking, What Are You Afraid Of, The Plot, It Was Her, Has Anyone Seen Charlotte Salter, The Liar's Room, When the Lights Go Out, The Vanishing Game, I'm Watching You, Strange Girls and Ordinary Women, and You Don't Know Me, all unread. I don't know. I have no idea if I'm gonna like them or not. We'll see. And then here, again, more thrillers. Bad When I Wake Up, Cross Her Heart, The Searcher, The Girl in the Woods, Paper Ghosts, Under Watchful Eye, and The Last Night Out, I have not read. Count My Lies, I have not read as well. So it could go either way. I don't know. We'll see. I know. It's very work in progress in the sense that who knows how many of them will be left, but then I'll reorganize accordingly. Then this is the shelf of like a mix of YA thrillers that I enjoyed, and then the mix of adult thrillers that just don't fit into any other shelf for now. Like I said, organization can change, but these are like set. I really enjoyed them and I wanted to keep them. And yes, Dead 11 is a thriller, not a horror, but I don't care. I really enjoyed that book for what it was. I gave it a 3.5, even though some people absolutely dunk on it. I don't understand why. But out of these, I've not read Those Girls, A Better World, and I think that's it. This is my YA thriller collection, Karen and McManus, Holly Jackson. As you can see, a couple of Lithuanian books there as well, Lithuanian thrillers. Well, they're not by Lithuanian authors, but they're the translations. And then more Lithuanian translation books, as you can see, like The Princess Diaries. More German authors who never translated their books into English. A couple of Lithuanian authors there. Then some coming-of-age stories there as well. You can see Holly Bourne, Melvin Burgess, and all that. I've read every book here, so that is that on these shelves. I just have to show you my Litfic shelf, which is downstairs. So this is like my, I don't know, I guess aesthetic shelf, cutesy, contemporaries, Litfic, and classics, that I wanted to have some books downstairs, because this is kind of like a a little bit of a trinket shelf, a little bit of games, a little bit of stuff me and fiance find meaningful and all that. But like I said, I wanted one shelf of just books, and I realized that thank God for that, because there wouldn't be enough room for these unless I got rid of even more books, and I already got rid of so many. So again, I will show you what I haven't read yet. So these are my like contemporaries. So I've not read Teddy, The Favorites, Atmosphere, Carrie Soto is Back, Be in Another Life, Adelaide. This one, like, that's kind of like the mix of classics and all that as well. Wuthering Heights, I've not read yet. So that's that on this side. Then I'm just gonna move these out of the way for a second. So a lot of these I've actually not read yet. I think the only one I read here is My Dark Vanessa. So Optic Nerve, Montpelier Parade, Rest and Be Thankful, Liars, Crudo, Sour Heart, Nightcrawling, Delphi, Sunburn, The Consequence of Love, Ripe, and Outline I've not read. So again, depending on what I'm thinking, this whole stack could not exist anymore. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. You know, it depends how I'm feeling. And like I said, I'm trying to be stricter with my unhauls and all that. So I guess you'll find out when I do another one of these. Or, you know, if you watch a video and I'm telling you that I unhauled it because I didn't like it, well, we'll see. Then that's like a little bit of kind of like a Litvicky corner there. Eliza Clark. I only kept one Melissa Broder book because I just realized I didn't really appreciate the others enough to keep them. Some Anna Dorn there. And then the classics. So out of these ones, I've not read One Day in the Life of Ivan Desinovich. Then I've not read Blind Owl and Crime and Punishment yet. So those are on my TBR still as well. And these are lastly, but definitely not least. So I'm just trying to sort out the stack. So these are the Lithuanian classics that I told you about. And I know that pretty much no one that watches these videos is gonna read them, but I'm still gonna talk about them. So out of these, I have only read Dievų miškas, Forest of the Gods. So I still have Altorių šešėly, or In the Shadow of the Altar, Balta drobulė, or The White Shroud. And then I got these two. So Irkos tragedija ir Sename dvare, or The Tragedy of Irka and In the Old Mansion. And then Dainavos šalies senų žmonių padavimai, Skerdžius, galvažudys, or The Old Tales of the Dainava Country People, Butcher, or, you know what, I actually think that Skerdžius and galvažudys, they kind of mean the same thing in English, because it's they're the people, like, they're the butchers, they're the people who kill animals for produce and all that. There's probably like a different word in English, but you get what I mean. So I'm filming on my phone, so I can't check Google Translate. But yeah, so this is the last of that. And I still have so many books that I want to get, so these shelves are definitely going to change, but I'm definitely making it a mission to weed out my unread stack, because this is getting ridiculous. Am I going to stop though? Not really. So thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, which ones I should prioritize, I'm really looking forward to hearing them. And I hope to see you next time.